Doesn't surprise me.
And Kevin's just like, I'm so done with this game. I was at 2-0, I think. But no, he's picked up the Mega Man since then, and it's been doing well.
Yeah, and this is really interesting to watch. This is one of the more patient matchups in Smash 4, but it's however one of the matchups that I honestly prefer watching if we're gonna have the more patient sets, just because the amount of thought that both players have to really exert to just work around the other person's tricks and movement options. And as of recently, Kai has had the upper hand, but it wasn't that long. One after another.
He's always on the grind. He's a fiend.
I think last season they ended up 5-3 against Kresent. I could be a little bit. Oh.
I love you guys in the chat. What just happened? I'm sorry, I was distracted by eggplants.
He got spring spiked.
Rip.
Yeah, that's unfortunately a rookie mistake. That might cost him this match.
What I think is hilarious about this is Sonic is usually the character that camps, but Kai's actually aggro and approaches. Because, as I always say, he plays Sonic the way Sonic was meant to be played.
Gotta go
so,
fast.
Kresent literally has to play a character that's like, alright, get out of my face, please.
But yeah, and then as we've seen, this match itself go over time. Normally, if one person loses that stock very, very quickly, it's next to impossible to see them make that comeback.
Yeah, these two, they really play at the next level, where they're always adapting to each other, and because of that, it's just really hard to make those comebacks you see where somebody gets downloaded. We even saw an example of that last game. Kresent got bopped game 1, and then he just made quite a comeback.
All right.
Well, I guess we don't know what we're talking about. This comeback is now possible.
Just for 17 cents a day, you too can provide a starving child in Africa with plates and plates of spaghetti. That was incredible to watch.
I've seen that it's not an emote, but it's that thing Carl Sagan has in his stream where it's Yoshi holding a plate of spaghetti.
Yes.
I love that.
Carl Sagan is literally one of my favorite streamers.
Yeah.
I'll leave it. Oh boy. I'll sit and watch his hour and a half long VODs that he uploads and just
Same.
Yes please.
I watched one today, the Super Expert one.
I haven't watched that new one yet. I meant to, but then I'm getting caught up with stuff. It made me super sad that they got gypped out of ADGQ.
Clean back air from Kai, as usual, with the Sonic back air.
That match ended up being a lot closer than I expected to be after that early gimp from Kai. But good stuff for, maintaining composure and just keeping it together.
What even happened to Kai? He got stuck under with a spin dash?
Yeah, so I think what happened is he spin dashed underneath the stage and then tried to come back from it. Something else happened.
I tried a homing attack back.
Yeah.
And then he got beat.
But I thought homing attack puts you in free fall if you miss. I'm clearly not. I guess
He bounced off the bottom though. Maybe that's why he didn't go.
I'm really out of it today, so it's I probably am just making mistakes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I really love it. I put up that post earlier in the Smash 4 page. I was like, guys, I'm not at 100%. I'm on pain medication. If other people would like to commentate, I'd really appreciate it. And it's just nah. Will's gonna commentate the entire tournament again. Anyways, game 2. Kresent with a very marginal lead right now, but this is really, the difference makers. This chip damage that either one can get.
Kresent knows the little minute things in this matchup too. You'll notice that when he gets hit by spin dash, he rolls out of the way so he doesn't get hit poked by the spring. A lot of people hide and shield. Wow, that was almost what Kresent wanted right there.
Yeah, Hard Knuckle, honestly, one of the worst dares in the game. It's real bad. It doesn't last for very long. The hitbox doesn't, the hitbox never really stays out the way you would want it to. It's not good. But it's one of those things where, if it works, it's great.
Yeah. Still, having a spike, pretty nice.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Yeah. It's a tool that a lot of people would love to have. But Palutena's got a counter, man.
Yep. Within the leaf shield and grab setups there, it's a little weird. I don't know if Kevin is feeling shake. Oh, wow, the F smash. The hypnotic F smash. Commentating on a delay. What? I don't know what that means.
Talking about Trevor commentating from home.
Trevor, you better stop messing around, or I'm gonna give you the zuck. I just like saying that.
Ooh, almost got that grab
Metal
there.
Blade snipes.
Yeah, no, it's super important to be able to get that landing Metal Blade just because even at higher percent, it has such little knockback that Mega Man can KO off of it really easily.
That's how you get the reset. Not the reset, the footstool.
Yes, you can do that as well, correct.
Leaf shield! I don't know. A lot of Mega Man mains say Leaf Shield's so bad, but then they like still use it pretty effectively. I guess it's like Arc Fire, like with Robin, where it just has its uses where it's really good, and then other times it's just crappy.
Yeah, and Leaf Shield's one of the things that like the meta for it is slowly evolving a little bit more. It's becoming very, very useful against characters that have no hitboxes on their up B. It'll if you have the Metal Blade, or excuse me, if you have the Leaf Shield around you, you can actually run off stage on top of them, and then immediately set up in a footstool because the Leaf Blade has no knockback either. It'll stop them in place, and then you can just jump on their head.
And I think I just saw why it's bad. Kai has shield grabbed it twice, and while you were saying that, so I'm just like, wow, I guess it really is as bad as they say. It just has some helpful uses.
And now the biggest problem, you know, converting the kill as Mega Man. You know, for a while there it was, 150 to 0, but now it's 150 to 100, or 160 to 107, and Kai almost can, see winners finals pretty clearly from here.
Get avoidance of the spring, get avoidance of the back air as well. Get aware of that.
He's gonna die from that.
Wow, why did I kill? Rage?
Yeah, that's just damage kill. Like after 130, it just kills outright.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's one of the things of like you can catch a jump with that, you're done. Kai with the easier task now of just kind of sitting back and relaxing, whereas Kresent, with a small mountain to climb and only 2.5 minutes to do so, has to play perfectly around Kai's neutral right now because Kai knows what he can do right now. He has a more limited moveset just because he doesn't want to like overexpose himself and open himself too much to damage. Ugh, very close there.
I love the up airs and the grab. Trevor, I didn't say the suck. I said the zuck with a Z. Like you're gonna get banned. You catch that ban hammer right quick.
Zuckerberg.
I'm kidding.